So far this year, I'm hitting 77.59% on the money line, 42.24% on method of victory. We're up a total of 38 units so far this year, boys. What a start of the year it has been. I'm going to cover the main event of this week's Seattle card. Israel, the lifestyle bender, Adesanya against Joe Body Bags Pyfer. Given a bit of a racist cop versus... Yeah, I'm not going to say that. But anyways, I'm going to pick Israel Adesanya to win by decision at plus 155 here. I just think he's got the better striking. He's an elite kickboxer. He's only lost to the best, okay? In his last five, he's only lost to the best with a win over Alex Pereira almost 3 years ago now. Nassourdinov, we all know what happened there. Got knocked out with that big overhand right in round two. Submitted by Dricus Duplessis. Sean Strickland. These are only the top guys in the middleweight division, okay? And what he's done, I don't think Joe Pyfer, you're basically betting on him to win by knockout in the first two rounds, okay? He's a hard hitter, he's a good boxer, but his gas tank is very much in question, okay? He had that 5-round main event with Jack Hermanson. He looked great for the first two rounds. Looked like a world beater. Gassed out. We can't trust his gas tank, and I'm sitting here and I'm analyzing this matchup here. Joe Bodybags Pyfer, he does have some decent grappling, but it's not like it's not like so insane that it's gonna disrupt Israel Adesanya's game. Okay, he's made a living, Adesanya has, on defending takedowns off the cage. All right, he wouldn't have been the world champion. He wouldn't have had all those title defenses if he didn't know how to defend a fucking takedown. Okay, I think Adesanya will be picking him off with his jab. He doesn't really have great entries, Joe Pyfer, when it comes to setting up his big shots. Okay, he kind of just brutes his way in and just starts swinging. And when he does connect, I could see a big right hand landing on Izzy's chin. All right, I could see it. I won't be shocked if it does happen, but I think Israel Adesanya, he's a proven 5-round fighter. He's going to use lateral movement to get away from danger on the fence. Okay, he's just going to pick him off with that jab. He's going to use his calf kicks, use his length. He's got a significant 5-inch reach advantage. It's a decent reach advantage. And the only question, okay, yes, I know his age. He's got is his chin still there? All these questions are still there. But there's some facts that are just undeniable. He's got the proven 5-round experience at the highest level. He's got the kickboxing and he's got the style to neutralize a guy like Joe Pyfer. Okay? And I can just see him picking him off at range. And the further this fight goes, once it gets into rounds 3, 4, and 5, it's game over. You get to that point, Adesanya's going to cook his ass like a roast chicken. There's no way for him back in the fight. Joe Pyfer, these guys that are fast and strong and very powerful, it kind of reminds me of Conor McGregor. McGregor in the first 2 rounds, lightning in a bottle, and he's going to knock people out. After that, he kind of just has to survive off pure will and using occasional bursts of output. So I think he just hasn't faced the competition that Izzy's face, and he's just not as skillful either. I mean, you don't always need to be the best fighter. He beat Abbas Magomedov by submission. Kevin Gastelum, he looked like a world beater in those first 2 rounds. Third rounds, Kevin Gastelum won that. Okay? Marc-Andre Barriol, okay, I mean, we all know who he is. He's not doing much. And then he lost to Jack Hermanson in his only 5-round fight in his career. Okay? Let's look at the statistics here. Strikes landed per minute for Izzy, 4.02 to Pyfer's 3.47. Strikes absorbed per minute. You know, he's actually got pretty decent striking defense, old Joe Pyfer, at a 3.05 strikes absorbed per minute. Fairly even on that front. And here, I can see Pyfer using a bit of takedowns to try and mix it up, try and confuse Izzy a bit, but there's that big number. 76% takedown defense for Israel Adesanya. And I think he's going to have no problem defending Joe Pyfer's takedowns. He's a good grappler, but he's not some like elite BJJ guy. He does present a takedown threat, but he's not really great from top position. And he's not going to like wet rag you the whole time. Wet blanket you is the word I'm looking for. But The real big question is the gas tank, all right? You're just betting on the first 2 round knockout if you're going for Joe Pyfer, all right? And I'm going to take the class fighter. I'm going to take Izzy. I think the time for him to be at the top of the division is completely gone. But can he beat a racist white cop like Joe Pyfer? I think so. I'm going to take him to win by decision at plus 155.